lines down the centre of the course, coming with an electric finish. Do it again. He's coming at Rainbow Bridge. He's a board leader and he will do it again.
Race 5, first leg of the first jackpot. It's an MR70 handicap over 1,600 meters. And we have a number of very tricky handicaps on this card. And it begins here. It begins to become a lot more complicated, Warren, a lot more open, as reflected by the fact that our selections are somewhat different. I've gone 11, 12, 1, 5, and 3. But you see it slightly differently.
Slightly differently. I've gone 5, 3, 11, 7. But I pondered last night when studying because I couldn't really make up my mind for my first choice between Tarzan and Walton Hall. But before I elaborate on number 5, Walton Hall, I'm going after this show to a very special shop to buy us a crystal ball to help us with these tough handicaps. But Walton Hall, let's talk about this horse of Nathan Cotson's, Graham. Lightly raced, recently turned 4. And that last run on the poly track was, I thought, very good. Really ran on powerfully. He was in a hopeless position and he finished 4th under 2 lengths to Gentleman's Way. And I like the way Nathan's going about his business with this horse. Lightly raced, Muzieli rides, positively drawn. And if I had to really be asked for an outright first choice, it would probably be Walton Hall.
Yeah, he obviously has undeniable claims and he's quite popular in the market. Is at 5 to 1. Interesting that number 11, Backer, on the run behind Smart Socks, finished a couple of lengths clear of Walton Hall. That was on the turf at Scottsville. They both meet on the poly track now. They both appear suited to the poly track, so that could bring them very close together. But Tarzan is also in very good form. And has won 2 of his last 3 starts.
Absolutely, and Nathan Cotson will obviously have a bit of a line because Tarzan beat Swagger Jagger last time. He trains that and he'll have a bit of a line between Swagger Jagger and Walton Hall. But Tarzan is in solid form, positively drawn, in winning form actually. He's won 2 out of its last 3 starts for Barcy and Suzette Viljoen and Mr. Fenwick. So yeah, you've got to respect that. Let's talk about Walter the Penniless, a horse that you've included for Dennis Dreyer. A horse that's seldom far off the action.
He's in his place. He's a 6-year-old handicapper. He generally runs a very honest race, so he's always in the mix. So he'll be there and thereabouts. He's got a positive draw 1. And another horse that's a 6-year-old, that's been around for a while, is number 12, Roy Psycho. Now, he ran an uncharacteristically bad race last time, but he was found to have a nasal discharge. He was found to have a virus. His form before that is pretty good. And he's got Lyle Hewitson in the irons, so I think you've got to draw a line through number 12, Roy Psycho's last run. And then, and it doesn't stop there. I mean, this is the kind of race where if we did get a surprise result, it wouldn't actually be a surprise. And I've gone as wide as possible in the first leg of the first jackpot and, in fact, in the second leg of the pick 6.
Before we wrap this race, there's 2 recent maiden winners in this field. Joint effort, 6, King Julian 7. If one of those had to follow up straight out the maidens, would you be shocked?
Not at all. Not at all. They are the improvers. There's some hard-knocking handicappers that have been around for quite a long time. Walter the Penniless, Roy Psycho. And then you've got some horses that are less exposed and are possibly on the up. So race 5, the first leg of the jackpot, second leg of the pick 6. It's an MR70 handicap over 1,600 meters. We've tried to identify the leading protagonists in this race, but it's quite open and you need to go as wide as possible, certainly in our view.